It's your boy, Heather Ali, FFL Commissioner, with the one and only Hugh that Hue Jackson, NFL Coach. Man, how you doing?
Doing great, buddy. How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm doing amazing, man. I mean, especially having you on here, it means a lot. Thanks for taking your time out and stuff like that. But how you been, man?
Yeah, I can't complain, man. Just getting ready for the season. It's right around the corner. Getting ready for
Exactly.
training camp, all those things. It's that itch. It's the time of the football itch. It's
Exactly. I mean, your first year at Grambling Stage as a head coach, man. How's that going?
it was good, last year.
Okay.
That was good. It was not the year we anticipated.
Okay.
But boy, you go in and find out exactly the things you need to do. And I think we've really improved this offseason, did a great job in recruiting, great job with our staff. And so we're looking forward to hitting the ground running this year.
Perfect. And I mean, coached over like 10 plus college teams, right? In
Mhm.
all aspects. And then in the NFL, you had over yeah, I believe over like 5 teams in the NFL. I mean,
Mhm.
how's coaching different from college and NFL? You think it's about the same thing or it's a little different?
No, it's different. There's no question it's different. In the
Okay.
National Football League, those guys get paid to play. They get paid to play at a high level, and
Yep.
that's understandable. Some of the best in the world that are up there playing. The guys in college, they're trying to do everything they can to have an opportunity to play in the National Football League. So,
Right.
and obviously, there's some tremendous talented players that come out. We got a couple on our team this year, but
Okay.
it's a different type of game. The speed of the game's a little bit faster in the National Football League, and then just the play is just much different. And so it's obviously the National Football League. That's why it's the NFL, and that's why college is college.
Correct. And then, obviously, even in the NFL, man, I mean, you did everything, bro. I mean, you were a head coach, you were a wide receiver coach, running back coach, offensive coordinator. Man, you did it all. I mean, do you think it was hard adjusting to different positions, or it was just, it was just a natural thing to you?
No, it wasn't natural. You had to work at it. You
Okay.
wanted to be the best at what you did,
Right.
regardless of what position you coach. You wanted 32 in that league, and
Right.
so how you coach your players or how you lead a unit, that's how you earn your opportunities and you earn your money.
Right.
So you wanted to be the best at what you did, and whether it was researching or getting with people that could help you improve, whatever all those things are, it's no different than in the workforce, right? You do
Right.
everything you can. If you're moving up the ladder, you want to do everything you can to improve your situation. So you work at it or you find people who are good at what you do so that you can grow in those areas.
Okay. And then, obviously, if you take it back to 2001,
Hmm.
you started with my team, the Commanders, man. So,
Hmm.
being a running backs coach over there, man, just that's your first step in the NFL, man. How was that? I
It
mean,
was
dude,
it was awesome.
I
Uh,
know it was awesome. I mean, you took that boy, Stephon Davis, right?
yeah.
Over 1,000 yards,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Not
No,
only
he
just once, man, twice. I mean, second year with you. I mean, I know he got hurt, but hey, that boy was a dog, right? And you was,
no he, and he still is today. He's one of my still close friends. Tremendous
perfect.
football player. It's hard for me to call them the Commanders when they were the other team, but I get it. I
Right.
was working for Marty Schottenheimer at that time, coaching
Yep.
Steve Davis.
Yep.
Tremendous football player. He had an
Yep.
unbelievable career.
Yep.
Set the rushing record for that year,
Yep.
but did a tremendous job. And like I said, still a great personal friend today.
Right. And I mean, obviously, even my good friend, you were actually coaching as well at that time, Mr. Rod Gardner. He was on
Uh,
the team at that time. You also had, my boy Coles over there, So it was a different era, man. It was a different vibe. Obviously, it was a different time. But I mean, those were the days, those are the golden days for us, And I mean, I remember that. And then obviously after that, I know this is another good switch. You went to the Bengals, right?
mhm,
And turned
mhm.
into a wide receiver coach. And you coached arguably one of the funniest dudes in the NFL, man, Ocho Cinco, man. I
Oh yeah.
mean, you over there for 3 years, took that boy to the Pro Bowl, man. He was a dude, right? He was that.
Oh, it's a real dude.
The film was on him. How
And
was
he
how
was
was that? How
it
was your
was
time over there?
fantastic. I mean, he's one of the best players I've ever coached. One of the best people I've ever been around. Tremendous player, tremendous competitor.
Right.
Loved the game, played the game with a lot of passion and spirit.
Right.
Helped us win a lot of games in Cincinnati.
Oh
So
yeah,
I was thankful for
definitely.
that time with him.
Yeah.
But just a tremendous person, tremendous player, and again, somebody I'm still close with today.
Right. I mean, yeah, he's over there trying to save every dollar. You know how he is, man. Going through the
Yeah.
McDonald's drive-through and everything. But yeah. But after that, man, it was it was a while. You took a little, you were still coaching, but then you went to, I think your next tenure was with the Ravens, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
And you were there when Joe Flacco's first year he got drafted, right? So
Hmm.
you was,
Hmm.
you was his, you was basically his teacher, man, trying to, uphold him to the next level. And obviously you did so too. Those 2 years, obviously you guys went to the postseason,
Hmm.
and Joe Flacco was doing it. So how was your experience and time in Baltimore?
It was awesome. I mean, coaching Joe, helping draft Joe, and coaching him was one of the highlights. But being around Ray Lewis and Ed
Oh
Reed,
yeah,
and
yeah,
Terrell Suggs and Elodie Nada, so many great players that played
right,
in Baltimore on defense. Because I had been in Cincinnati and competed against those guys, that was
right,
a great time as well. But molding Joe, being part of Joe's first experience in the National Football League, and him being a part of a team that, we went to the AFC Championship game,
right,
second year, that said a lot, so
right.
we just, we had some really good teams, really good players, and I've been fortunate and blessed to have a chance to coach a lot of these guys.
And obviously, you didn't stop there, right?
Hmm.
You had to bless everyone, man. I mean, after that, you went to the Raiders, right?
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
you had a coaching job there. Um,
Hmm.
and they were the fourth best team in the AFC when you were coaching there.
Hmm.
And it's crazy. And they weren't doing much until you got there, and obviously, Raiders is just a, organization where, a lot of people sleep on, it's even now. I mean, how was your tenure with them? How was the feel, you think so?
It was fabulous. Some of the greatest times of my coaching career, working for Al,
Okay. Oh
coaching
yeah.
players there. It's tremendous culture, tremendous players. Obviously, the Raiders are the Raiders. They've won
Right.
Super Bowls. They've done it all.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, definitely.
to be a part of that, somebody, Al Davis, who I admired from when I was younger,
Right.
growing up, seeing him, going to the Coliseum. I'm from Los Angeles, so I got a chance to see him be
Right.
there. I was working for CSC, the security service, and then
Yeah.
finally becoming his coordinator and then becoming his head coach. To me,
Wow.
that was amazing for me.
Wow. Man, that's okay. I didn't even know that. Okay.
Mhm.
So I mean, even that, I mean, after that, coach, you went to the Bengals, right?
Mhm.
And sorry, the
Cincinnati.
Browns. The Browns.
No, I went back to Cincinnati
Oh,
after
you would. Oh, yeah, you did. I think you was you were coordinator with Cincinnati again after
coached
that.
on defense first. That's
Oh,
what
oh yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
I coached on defense first,
Okay.
then became the running back coach, and then became the offensive coordinator in Cincinnati.
Was it a hard switch with the doing the defense coordinating,
Oh,
or was it
it was different, when you
okay?
were, one of the top offensive coaches in the league, and with
Gotcha.
top 10 offense at Oakland, and then all of a sudden things didn't go,
Right.
out, died, and
Right.
looking for a job. And Marvin
Right.
Lewis, one of my best friends,
Yeah.
one of the tremendous football coach,
I mean, yeah,
allowed me,
amazing dude. Yep.
yeah, to come back to Cincinnati, but I had to start off on defense, which I
Right.
did. Worked for
Right.
Mike Zimmer and coached the secondary and helping special teams, and
Right.
then he ended up back on offense and
Right.
became offensive coach of the year in 2015.
Right. And after that you went with the Browns. And
Hmm.
this is where, things didn't go not everyone's way.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
went there, I believe your record was you were there for 3 seasons. I think
Hmm.
had like 4 or 3 wins, and
Hmm.
obviously it happens. Now,
Hmm.
this is the main question, right? People like to point out the coach. To
Hmm.
me, it's they're sitting at the home eating potato chips on the couch, right? They don't know what the hell's going on, right? You know what I'm saying? They just pointing at the TV, you
Right.
know, it probably busted ass TV. You know what I mean? They don't know what's really going on, right? There's a big picture behind this, right?
All right.
A lot of people point out the coach. There's a whole thing going on. Um, what do you think went wrong?
Well, I'm not gonna really dive back into the past, but I just my thing what I would tell anybody, just go look at the team. You
Yeah,
know, there was a very young football team, team that didn't really have a proven quarterback at
right.
that particular point in time. So you just gotta go see it for what it is. It was so long ago. I try not to look back in that rearview mirror, but at the same
Which is
time,
good. Which is good. Always, yeah.
yeah, I just think there's some history there as you move forward. Because again, you don't want others to experience the situation, but at the same
Right.
time, I'm thankful and grateful for the opportunity. But hey, we've moved on from there.
Perfect. And I mean, dude, you had my number, man. You called me up when you was at Cleveland if you wanted to. You know what I mean? I
Uh,
could have just do it one route or something for sure. But do you have any moments on the sidelines, man, like that you were just heated, man?
Oh, I've had many of those. I mean,
Which one that just stands out, man? Like, man, dude, I
there's
still
so
remember this,
many.
man. This still kind of picking
Oh
my head.
no, there's so many. I mean, there I can go back and think of the game we lost, and when I was at Cleveland as a head coach at the Raiders, when there was a 3rd and 1 call, and I thought we got a bad spot.
Hmm,
That did tick me off. I can
right,
remember calls, and those are the things that stick with you. The games that are
right,
lost.
right, right,
The things you did, the preparation all week, getting ready for a game,
right.
and to watch things go against you. That's tough at times. But I mean, I've had some great times in this business. I've had some tough times in this business, but that's just part of the business. That's how it works.
That's how it goes. And like you were saying, business is business,
Business is
man.
business.
You're a coach, man. How was it cutting people, man? I mean, that was tough. I mean,
It is tough because you grow to know these people, you build relationships with these people. Uh,
right,
so that is hard, but at the same time, that is the business too. That's what you get involved with when you sign up. That's
right,
just part of it. And again, for the player, it's a chance for him to go somewhere else
right,
and maybe have an opportunity. So it might not work one place and it could work another place. And I think
right.
that's important for players and people to understand.
Right, exactly. And obviously, being at all these, teams, who do you think was the best organization, man, from your, aspect? I know, I know you're going to, you think all of them, but there has to be one place that, was like, you know what? This kind of home, you know what I mean?
Well, home felt to me like the Raiders because at
Raiders.
the time I'm from California.
Right,
Uh, the Raiders hadn't done, as well at
right,
that time. And we were starting to turn the corner. I think
right,
we were really on our way. And, obviously we lost an iconic owner in Al Davis,
right,
and then everything else, since then has been what it's been. But at the same
right.
time, I just love the environment, the people, Raider
Yep.
Nation. It was fabulous. And again,
Right,
I would be remiss if I didn't say I had a great time in Cincinnati because
right,
it was some of my greatest football was there as well.
right. Hey, man, Coach Hugh, man, I really appreciate you coming on this podcast with me. Sharing your stories. I want to wish you good luck this year. With your team at Grambling State. I know you got some great games going on.
Oh yeah,
Against Southern Miss and LSU. I mean, I know you got some circled up, man.
oh yeah,
So,
we
so
do.
definitely, man. We obviously gonna stay in contact, man. And I really appreciate you coming here and telling some people more about yourself.
You got it,
Something
buddy.
behind the camera. So
Absolutely.
I appreciate you, man. Good luck to you and everyone out there, man. Thanks for joining the FFL podcast.